Eastern Illinois head coach Adam Cushing, the Panthers coming off their open date. They'll be at home. They're going to face off the number 16 ranked team, UT Martin. That is Saturday afternoon at O'Brien Field. UT Martin coming in on a 4-game winning streak. So, Coach, just some thoughts on your team, the open date, how that worked out, and we'll go to some questions.
Yeah, I said it last week. Open day came at the right time for us. Obviously we've kind of had a roller coaster season. We've done some really good things and just not quite finished in games. And but the guys, really we took advantage of it to get healthy. We took advantage of it to get some of our young guys better, and then we took advantage of it. We got an unbelievable challenge coming into our house, and haven't had, we've only had one home game, so it's going to be pretty fun to be playing back here at home. I know the guys are excited for that, and so we took an opportunity to get a little bit ahead, not too far ahead, but on a really, really good football team that's coming in here to play us.
One of the questions here, just talking about, you referenced it, you haven't had any home games. Now you have 2 in a row. So what's it really mean to be at home? And I think last week you said something about sleeping in your own bed for a while. The coaches know that, but this opportunity to play 2 in a row.
Yeah, you know what? I know we're not talking about 2 in a row right now. We're just talking about getting to play 1 at home. And our team has talked about our last home game. Obviously it's different when you get to have your whole squad on the sideline and feeding off that energy, how much our guys love each other and just are excited to be around each other, excited for each other when we make plays, all that stuff that matters. Obviously, our community, we got a fun little tradition where we kind of call it our Panther Prowl, walk from the basketball stadium to the football stadium through the parents that are tailgating. So all those little things add up and they matter. And it's a great part of college football, getting to play some of those home games, having your environment. So I know the guys are excited for it. I know the team is just excited to be all together on the sideline.
Last week you discussed a competition amongst your kickers. Dan, want to know, was there an outcome to that competition? Is it still ongoing this week, each week throughout the season?
Yeah, it's going to be ongoing. Certainly, we're going to keep on pushing it. We had another competition today, and Stone came out on top, and that's kind of where it's continued to be. It's kind of swung back and forth, but if we played today, it'd be Stone. But we're going to keep on competing all the way until game time, so that we get by the guy that is performing the best.
So this matchup, you 1-0 in the OVC. So it's a battle for first place. UT Martin had their open date 2 weeks ago, and they came out and performed really well. So what have you seen when we've looked at their film?
Golly, they're really, really good. Obviously, just starts with Jason. He does an unbelievable job. I think got into 5th all time, right, by himself in this conference. And you don't do that by accident. You do it with really, really good coaching, and he puts his guys in positions to make them successful. He doesn't make guys adhere to his system. He changes his system to adhere to the guys that he's got. And then you look at this team, offensively, they've got a ton of weapons, starting with the quarterback. I mean, he can run it, he can throw it. That's what's kind of making the whole thing go. But then they've got a bunch of guys in the backfield that are running the ball well. So obviously, starting with 23, he's doing a great job. But man, the other guys are in there running hard as well, right? And then the receivers on the outside, their tight end. I mean, they're just a good all-around offense, and their offensive line. I mean, they're running the ball really, really well, and that's the O-line. So there's a reason that they're playing the way that they're playing. Their offense is playing well, and then that's to take zero away from their defense, because I really respect what they're doing defensively. They're making it difficult on guys to gain little yards. Some teams are bend don't break. They're making every inch difficult out there. And you see that, in last week's game especially, is they're really, really shutting them down and playing well. And so obviously, I said it's a heck of a challenge. I know our guys are excited. You said it already. It's the battle for first place, and for as many things that haven't gone our way, we still have a great opportunity with an unbelievable football team. And they're certainly right now the best in our conference. And in order to be the best, you got to play against the best, and that's the challenge we're excited for right now.
We've talked about your defense. You're this statistically 8th nationally in pass defense, 26th overall. So you're playing, you mentioned their quarterback. He's had a really good start to the season. Is he comparable to, look at your schedule, some of the other teams you've played? It seems like he'll score 2 rushing touchdowns one week and then 2 passing the next. So very multiple there in his attack.
Yeah, I think that's what's the challenges with him, quite honestly. I think that's what makes him such a good player, is that he is the true, everyone talks about a dual threat. He's the true definition of it, right? And you just look at one of his rushing touchdowns last week. I mean, be honest, Murray had a great call for it. They had a guy there for him, and he just made a miss. Right. And it's hard to do that, right? You can't account for two guys, or you can't have two guys account for the quarterback. And so when he's winning his one-on-one matchups consistently in the run game, and then he's throwing the ball very accurately. They had some third and fourth downs that he converted with great precision. And then obviously 15's been around there forever. It feel like he just keeps on making plays. Every time you turn around, there he is making plays, right? So it helps to have those type of targets on the outside. But then again, they're tight end. I mean, they just have a bunch of weapons, but it is starting with him, that you have to defend him as honestly as humanly possible.
Last question, and then we'll let you go. When you play a team, it's for a battle of first place, but when they have a number in front of their name, can you use that as motivation? Do you not use that? If you win, obviously it's a big deal because you've beaten a top 20 team. Just thoughts on playing a ranked opponent.
Oh, I'm sure that the guys will talk about it in the locker room. I'd be naive to think that they're not. We're talking about it. This is, it's a battle for first place in the OVC, right? That's the bottom line. That's what this is. This is an opportunity after, again, a heck of a roller coaster season thus far, to play in our conference, right? And we've got this stretch coming ahead of us now. It's all conference games. And so, yeah, I mean, again, I think the kids will talk about it, and I'm sure they're excited about it, and all that. But in the end, it's an OVC football game that that's the number one goal we have every single season, is to come out and compete in the OVC and compete for a championship in the OVC. We're in first place. They're in first place. Let's go have a great, let's go have a great game on Saturday.
Perfect. Well, Coach, appreciate your time. Best of luck against the Skyhawks, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Appreciate it, Kyle. Have a great one. Go Panthers.